All right, welcome back. Now let's work on making an animation. I'm changing the color of the blade to something darker because it has to be seen through the transparent glass. And I would also like to change the background of our Creo settings to make it more white in color. So I have to go to prepare, not prepare, sorry. Where do we have the options? Yep, system appearances, graphics. I want the background to be more whiter in color, so I'll just go to more colors and increase the RGB values to make it dead white. Now if you want, you can just go and change the shading to reflection. I mean, it's up to your personal opinion or choice or wish. And what we can do right now is so we have things set. We can simply move to applications, and from applications you need to go to mechanism. All right, the moment I've tapped mechanism, you can see I'm getting an arrow over here. So this arrow is generated or created at the blade only. This is because the blade is constrained with dynamic constraints. All right, we have assembled the blade with dynamic constraints, and therefore we're getting an arrow. Now to this arrow we have to add the servo motor. So firstly I'll hide the cup or the glass. I'll go on servo motor and I'll select this arrow. The moment I've selected the arrow, I'll be getting profile option over here, and in this I'll be basically selecting the driven quantity as angular velocity, and we have to enter the speed at which the blade is rotating. So let me enter a random value, say it's rotating at 25 degrees per second of speed, that is angular velocity. And after that we just have to press OK, and the motor or the servo motor is created for the blade. Now I just need to go to, firstly let me get back the glass which is already hidden, and now I can just go back to mechanism and I can click on mechanism analysis. So this is the first analysis, so I'll just write analysis underscore test. We're testing an analysis, and I'll just keep the type as position, and simply I'll just click on run. So you can see the blade is being rotated over here, right? If you want to increase the time, so you just have to add or change the time from 10 to say 50 and click on run, and just click on override. You can see it's being rotated. Now you can just cancel it whenever you like, and if you want to increase the speed of the motor with which the blade is rotating, you can just go to profile details and maybe make it 100, press enter and OK. Now I'll just go back to analysis, mechanism analysis, and I'll just not rename again, and I'll just simply press run. So you can see the speed is increased right now. So this is how you can test your mechanisms and see how it's behaving with respect to the dynamic constraints. Now in order to capture this and save this as a video, so you can just play with it. First of all, align the entire blender at a position, and simply click on run and override. And apart from that, you can also increase the time. Say for example I want to make it 75 as the end time, and I'll just press OK. The moment I've pressed OK, you can see a drop down in analysis and under this mechanism model tree, and there is a analysis which we have created that is being saved. If you want to edit the analysis, you can just click on edit definition and change the values which you like, and there's nothing much to play with. And after that you can just go back to playback, and you will be finding the result set which you have already created, the analysis. You can click on the first icon which is play current result set, and you'll be getting this play window, and here you can just adjust the speed, and I'll just make it maximum and I'll just run it. So you can see it's kind of animating. Now I'll just stop it and I'll just get back the frames to the 0 frame. And if you want to save this animation, you can just click on capture, and you can change the format in which you want to save it, and you can select the location. Say for example I want to save it in desktop. I'll just press OK. I'm sorry, you need to write the file name. So I'll just write blender animation, something like this. I'll press OK, and you can increase the resolution of the video. So I've just made it 1280 by 912, and if you want you can just make it as higher frame rates, but it will increase the file size. Now I'll just press OK, and after that you can see the blade spinning, and you're getting a message over here generating frames 50 out of 100, 60 out of 100. So you just have to wait until it gets completed, and looks like it's completed. You can just minimize. I'll just refresh, and I'll just tap on blender.avi file which I have saved it, and you can see that the animation is created and it is saved. You can just play with the representations. Maybe you can just keep it in the center, and we'll just try to change the color to something different color, maybe something darker color. Look, this is not so good. What do I change? I'll go to plastics and maybe add this color, and I'll just select this surface and this surface, and I'll paint it as blue. All right, it's not a good color right now, and I'll just write black, and maybe add a black color over here. I'll select this edge and add a black. I'll select this circular edges and add black over here, elements of black. All right, now it looks good to me. We will also try to increase the time. All right, so I'll just close it and again close it. I'll edit this definition, I'll edit this analysis which we have already performed right now. I'll make it as 150. I'll press OK, and if you want to edit the speed, go back and select the motor, edit the profile details, and make it 150, and just press enter. You'll be getting this OK button. Now I'll just edit definition and rerun once and see how does it look like. It's still slow, where in reality the blades will be spinning at a much higher speed, but just to capture a good animation I just wanted to show at this speed. And I'll just cancel for now because I just directly want to see if it gets if it saves entirely. I'll go to playback. So we have this playback option. Run result analysis may not be up to date with the latest model. So we just have to run for until we complete the entire we have to override with the previous data what we have. So let us just wait for getting this completed. After that we will be running another another playback, and we will just capture a good video with a reflection in the ground and a white background and this color what we have. All right, so the entire run is completed. I'll just cancel it for now. I'll go to playback, and I'll just click on this icon. Now I will not be getting that message, I really hope so. And I'll just click on capture. One second, I'll just change the speed, then I'll go to capture, and I'll change the resolution, and also file name to be blender animation 2. I'll just press OK, and I want the file type to be AVI. All right, so it's just reselect this and type _2. Press OK. The resolution looks good to me. I'll just press OK, and since we have reflection format, earlier it was just 100 frames, now it's 1500. So I'll take a pause and turn on the recording once it's completed. Finally the frames, the generation of frames is completed, and I'll just click on this animation 2 and see if we have the results. Yep, here it is. So we have this you know, a very clear resolution video. We can just save it in any format which we like with any resolution, and you have the time being represented over here. Now this is just an animation of a blade. We don't have any other moving parts in our you know, assembly. So this is just how I mean, we can use the features which we have in Creo, especially the animation, and show our concepts and designs to people across you know, people who we report, or you know, who we like to show our designs to. So I believe we have learned how to create an animation, firstly with the help of dynamic constraints, then adding motors, creating analysis, and saving them with the playback option. Now let us move to the next video.